Okay. Probably shouldn't use your boost there, because everything up to here is fine though. Nothing. I don't really have anything to say about it. It's all good. But here, right? Hold on. How do I pause again? Okay, it's shift, right? Okay. Let's go back to the start. So the kickoff doesn't really go in our favor, but then I get the save. You cover me just in case, which isn't bad. I mean, especially in solo queue, sometimes your teammate will just miss, right? So anytime you can't cover your net, it's not awful. But then I hit it forward, and then you see me flip forward to chase it. So you don't really need to use your boost there, because if nothing else, I'm going, and neither of us are reaching the ball before he controls it anyway. So you might as well just drive a field instead of using the boost you have.
Yeah, okay.
Which now means you have to go for the corner, when instead maybe you could just grab like a few pads around the middle of the field, be 70 boost, and be challenging this earlier. Okay, he trolls. So now we're pushing up field. We're mid. Being mid here is good. I end up flicking it in. Solid. I imagine the downfalls will be when they score. Okay, stealing their boost there is ballsy, but you read off the kickoff that he's going to the back corner, so it's perfectly fine because you have the boost advantage. He has to try to control the ball still, and now he has 0. It's a great play. I maybe just wouldn't have used so much boost to recover here. More so, your recovery just needs to be better once you get bumped. Instead of backflipping, maybe just double jump straight to the ground.
Okay.
Because then you'll just get to the ground faster, and then your boost on the ground is like more effective. You can get supersonic easier. You don't necessarily have to challenge this at all. I understand wanting to get a touch, but now all your boost is gone as well. Maybe you could, because I'm probably just gonna shadow this into the net, right? So you need to cut for me eventually. But what you could do is after you land here, you could just turn a little wider, go a little bit further back, and then turn wider, just to have a better angle challenge. Okay, kickoffs, cheating up. I don't mind just driving up, right? It's a slow cheat. It's like a very slow cheat. You might as well just flip forward and use like 6 boosts though. That's what I typically always do. Usually I speed flip just cuz like you might as well. But you just speed flip to the left. I would do here just forward using like 6 to 10 boost maybe. Grabbing the first pad, and then you'll end up just kind of sitting near the ball in between these 2 pads here. The one you just grabbed, obviously, and the one in front of you, in the middle path. And, I mean, I'd say that's like the most ideal cheat overall. So you should control this. You just saw him fly past you, behind you. He's not going to be in the play for a while, and this guy's too far. Okay. Nice. Probably should have been on target, but nice regardless. Okay, they fake it, so you just leave it for me. It's a good play. Especially when you're in comms with somebody, it's a good play.
Seven-point turn real quick.
So I hit it forward. I don't mind you going in the corner and grabbing their boost, and in general just waiting to see if he messes up, essentially, is what I imagine you're doing here. But once you grab the boost, You try to flip into the ball and challenge still, right? If you're gonna challenge, you can't grab the boost, and if you're gonna grab the boost, you can't challenge. You have to pick one or the other.
Okay.
But it looks like you trade, and so it just goes in anyway. Oh wait, I miss. Yikes. But then they own goal, I remember. Okay, you were waiting for him to hit it. He ends up missing. Your positioning here is pretty solid. You try to take it up the wall here. You got to get a 50 at least. Okay. I get dunked, it would seem. It's unfortunate. I mean, your aerial mechanics could use some work, but you know, with time and practice, it'll come. Plus your teammate, which happens to be me in this case, just got dunked and you know, sucks. So I wouldn't flip to the wall here. Once you see he's very, very clearly beating you to the boost, in this frame, you should know he's beating you to the boost because he's flipped to it already. He has the momentum. He was cheating up on kickoff, and he probably still has boost still from cheating up. So you need to just turn and go back corner instead of flipping to this because now you're landed backwards on the wall. Like, your recovery is just going to be terrible after this point. Should have grabbed those two pads. Definitely should have grabbed those two pads. You just missed 20 boost. One,
Yeah.
two. Because I have the net covered, right? Which gives you the time to go grab the pads. Nice. Read the insta challenge. Flick him. Instead of empty jumping here, just boost to the ball. Maybe boost like, I don't know how to describe it entirely. Just boost up and maybe try to pinch it on the wall. Anything to get it past this guy is good, but faking him with a jump while he's fully turned forward and just driving straight at the ball while boosting, like, it's never going to work. He's just going to challenge anyway. If he was like sideways or going down the wall, it'd be a lot different. Okay, you try to go for a demo here. I don't hate it. I just probably would have grabbed more pads. You missed one there. You could have gone down the whole middle path here. But it's in anyway. Do we need a replay of what I did? My POV, maybe? That was so nice. Anyway. Okay, you see they're faking again, but this time you try to do something with it, which it isn't awful, but like you did before, you could have just faked it and I would have been there. It would have been a better play. But with 10 boost specifically, you just have to pop it and then use your boost immediately to get under the ball. It's just like a dribbling thing. Like, you still get the flick off, but your flick would be a lot better if you pop it, boost under the ball, flick instantly with zero boost. You do the flick with zero boost, use the 10 boost instead to get under the ball. Okay, you leave the boost for me here. It's pretty solid since I'm going up for the wall play already. But at that point, you gotta just understand that I'm solo playing, and you're out of the play entirely, right? Once you leave this boost for me, you should go somewhere else. Just find boost. You should just let me do whatever. Even if you like just turn ball cam off, maybe take like a scan around the field, right? Could go personally, I would just grab either one of the corner or mid boost here. Because he's grabbing all your middle line pads. So even if you wanted to push middle, like, you just wouldn't really have enough boost. Plus, my play is going so fast, and you're so low boost that you can't really be in the play anyway. Determining like when you can be in the play and when you can't is just comes with time. Really, it's general game sense. But You want to be in the play as much as you possibly can. This is just a situation where you can't. Okay, you just power shot here. I would have done something else. Like, let's say this whole play happens, and then you grab that corner boost, and then you flipped up, had maybe 70 boost after grabbing the corner, and grabbing maybe a pad on along the way, right? You would have been able to do a lot more with that ball instead of just booming it away. But even so, you still have 40 boost here, right? Use 32 of it just to get to the ball when you're beating him by a mile. You could maybe just flip forward to it instead of using your boost. Maybe use like 20 boost instead. Because he's just now grabbing the corner, right? And you're all the way almost at midfield. You don't need to. How do I describe it? Like, you don't need to beat him by a mile. You just need to beat him in general. And doing that with as little boost as possible would have given you more boost to do any offensive play. You just didn't need to jump for this. Just let it, like, he's landing in the net, right? You can just let it bounce to the backboard and then catch it and dribble. But regardless, that's what you do. You end up doing that anyway. That's definitely a dribble of all time, though.
Definitely a dribble of all time.
But here, let's just, like, you have 89 boost right here. If you just half flip and don't boost, and then you catch the ball when it lands, you have 89 boost still. But instead, whatever this play was, now you have 60, 50 when you catch the ball. Overall, though, you're waiting mid, which is good. Whenever you can, of course. Very, very, very bad touch. One, you don't need to jump for it. Two, you need to hit it forward if you are going to jump for it. Hitting it to the wall just passes to the guy going for the mid boost on the wall. But I'm pretty sure he said something along the lines of, wow, that was so bad or something. So I think you recognize that mid or in game, you know. Okay, you wait back post here. I probably would have jumped for this. As the player back post here, you should have this. Yes, I jump as well. Oh, you side flipped. That's unlucky. Well, you wanted to jump for it. Okay, cover net still. Now you should go behind me, right? You should know I'm probably going for this as soon as I can. I'm either going for the corner boost or grabbing these two pads in front of me and going for the ball instantly. You go anyway? Okay, I mean, I probably read it and just wait behind you, so it's not awful. Overall, though, in this game, I think you've played really solid. That's a very bad challenge, though. You don't need to jump so early. You can just boost towards him or drive towards him and then jump as you get near the ball, right? Plus, you're backwards here. You shouldn't be backwards. I'm probably going to be behind you, right? At this point, when he catches the ball, you're backwards. But I'm behind you already. So you need to be forwards, challenging the ball, forcing it for me who already has 40 boost behind you. Because at that point, it's just like a timing issue, right? We're just like half a second, maybe, too late to the play, which gives them the opportunity to score. Very, I mean, I like that you grabbed the pads and you waited middle, but you should have seen this boom coming. And you should have just gotten a better touch, maybe a touch forward even. But you still did get a touch, so not trolling completely, but if you're just expecting that to happen, then you got to touch forward, maybe to me, maybe to yourself, then we have offensive play, right? Whereas the touch back to the back corner gives them the ball. Okay, definitely shouldn't jump for this. You do make the save though, but you have to understand you're on 80 boost when you jump, and you use all of it to get this ball. Whereas instead of jumping, after they get possession of the ball here, instead of jumping, you just wave dash down the wall, like chain dash down the wall. Keep your supersonic as you go down the wall. Keep your 80 boost, or maybe 60, and you after he slams it down the field, then you can challenge the second guy, right? But you do make the save regardless. It's just I would never advise making a save like that. However, once you do grab the full, he just insta-challenges you, and you're not ready. I have noticed that it's definitely one of your biggest flaws, right? You don't expect somebody to just purely go for the ball anyway, but especially in low elos, that they don't understand or respect that you can beat them, and so they're just gonna go anyway. So what you need to do is you need to beat them and strike fear into them, right? Make them respect you. But in general here, you just needed a touch upward. Since it bounced off the wall, I think that's what messed you up. If it was rolling on the wall, I think you get a touch up and you air dribble out, right? But that's just general wall to air dribble practice. Sometimes they're not going to be ideal bounces off the wall. You're not going to get the perfect setup to air dribble, and you're going to need to adjust. Or what you could have done is you could have just, if you weren't comfortable with getting the air dribble touch out, you could just like flipped into it and slammed it away. Okay. I like the pre-flip idea. Oh, missed the boost. I mean, I like the pre-flip idea, but not in this case. Ball's just too far away from you, and you have too little boost. But recognizing that can be hard. But you definitely need to grab that boost. It makes your recovery so much slower. Chances are we were getting scored on anyway, because you pre-flipped and got beat. But, you know, in the future, if you grab that corner, you'll get back faster. Okay, bump him. Got to commit more for the bump. Use your boost. Just absolutely launch into him. Absolutely dodge into him. Corner of your car directly into the body of his car. Send that guy out of here. Goal anyway. Nice. I wouldn't normally recommend that, by the way. I wouldn't normally recommend dodging into somebody's car to bump them and or demo them. Because it'll typically overcommit you. But in this case, specifically off the kickoff, when both of them are just zero boost, like 95 times out of 100, it's just going to be a goal if you bump him in any way at all. Okay, you should grab the corner here. I speak too soon. Honestly, I like your play better than what I would have done. I would have gone for the corner, but I like your play more. Boom, we get away so your teammate gets the corner boost. It's a good play. Okay, you grab 50 boost of pads. That's good. Kind of hit it away here, so now you have to defend, cover net. Nice. Jump for it, forces to me. That's good. Okay, I like that you're checking behind you. Most people don't like ever do that. Okay, now you can push middle. I like that you're not using a lot of boost to push middle here. Like the initial, I think the first problem in the replay we were talking about, you're boosting upfield. Just holding your 70 boost and driving upfield is definitely the way to go. But at this point, you have 70 and you're here. You see this guy probably trying to demo you. Use 20 boost here for nothing to grab the pad. You could have just sat middle longer. And then your touch also to the corner just gives them the ball. If you touch maybe to the wall or even just back, you might be able to just go back here to your corner. That'd have been better. Okay, good clear. You also try to follow it. That's solid. You just gotta aerial better. Gotta read the bounce. You turned your car upside down. I don't know why you turned your car upside down. You're about to hit the ball. Okay, get a 50 over to you. You grab the full, you boom it. Soon as this happens, use all your boost, grab that one pad in front of you, turn instantly up the wall, speed flip to the boost, grab the corner boost, try to boom it off the wall. That's what I would have done. But this isn't bad if you get a 50. And it's OT. Okay, they fake, so you fake. You fake again. Would have been better to just back pass here. Yeah, I'm flipped forward. And yeah, I can get the 50, but I'm not going to beat him. If you just back pass to either corner, um, probably it's just free to me, and then I don't have to deal with this guy 50ing me. Damn. Rage quit as well. I mean, in general, if you see them fake, you can just boom it on target if you want. Right? I gotta dissect this play a little more. Let's say you do fake it completely, right? Let's say you just leave the ball entirely. You gotta go for a boost somewhere as well. Like if you do want to leave it entirely, don't turn in front of the ball again like that. If you're gonna turn in front of the ball again like that, it has to be a back pass somewhere. But now, because you turned in front of the ball and just left it for me to take the 50, now you're left with no boost as well, which makes this just a free goal. But yeah, I hope I didn't cook you too hard.
Not enough, honestly. You were being generous with that one.